Another failed assassination attempt in Burkina Faso. Let's dive into it. Let's take a listen to what Ibrahim Traoré said first, and then we're going to take a discussion about it. Take a listen. Boom. We are consolidating the real independence that we are fighting to acquire. Today, let everyone get involved because independence is not given, it is fought for, and it is the fight that we are currently raging. For a few weeks now, I would say about this. There have been rumors of attempts to destabilize our country. And I think some people in the press have also reported certain facts. So, as work of the president, it is my duty to be able to give you the right information and that you can also inform other people in return, and especially for the guidance and your serenity in work. Indeed, for a very long time, we have actually been following a cell in a neighboring country that is led by Western intelligence services, directed mainly against our country, and the operations were mainly to begin at the end of May. It was to consist of an intense misinformation and communication war against our country, which would follow in addition so that their cyber attack war as well as our computer system had to be attacked to create a blackout. In addition to that, there is a massive economic war that does not say its name. We have also been able to contain and several other projects to attack sensitive points which have been planned. The other phase was targeted assassination, which was also planned, and then mass attacks, which should have taken place within the FDS, and especially cowardly attacks should have taken place in the cities, then which had my close attention. The main target, therefore, the agents of the Citizen Watch, and under the name of. So we actually follow the progress of this plan, and the final assault should have taken place through a recruitment, if I can say, the agents of within our military ranks. So from the communication war to everything I mentioned, we are trying to contain the situation. Some people were arrested in this subversion and destabilization projects, and it's about 10 FDS personnel who were unfortunately arrested with proven complicit in connection with the terrorists who are different from those who are in the submersion, the subversion. So the personnel were in connection with the terrorists to give them the information necessary to carry out attacks. It is unfortunate that they are Burkina Faso or even FDS personnel, but that is the case. In addition to that, some media have also reported the fact that certain elements of the diaspora have been contacted in this. Is it true? You know that they are the spearhead of the fight that we are currently leading. All those who have been approached have reported to us, and we are following the situation. So, guys, there you have it. Anyway, before I get into that, my name is Teflon, for those of you who do not know, first time viewers, and also welcome to the WSXM channel. You don't know. And my other mantra, a united Africa is an undisputed Africa. So let's dive into it. So you see that there was a cyber attack attempt to destabilize the country, and there was also an attempt to attack the cities, the electrical grids, infrastructure, and the take control of the government, government computers and the financial sector computers to do. How that goes already. So anyway, they recruited FDS member, which is a faction of the army in Burkina Faso. They unfortunately they get to recruit 10 FDS members. But here's the beauty of it: they only get to turn 10 that was arrested anyway, but there was others who was recruited who was loyal to Burkina Faso. And that's some of the reason why they get to infiltrate this cell and get this thing foiled. This was happening since May, and Abraham Traoré and his team was on top of things since May. So yeah, May, June, July, August, which they was planning all this attack. So hence the reason why it was foiled. They was getting information from the FDS members to where people live, addresses, how the infrastructure business run, but they were given basically false intel to gain access to these cell members, which was a good plan. Cause I said, everyone sure is very tactical, he's very smart. He does not just, and he said this already earlier in a video I did where he said that there is active training camps in Benin and Ivory Coast, and they said who are training them, but he said he's gonna give a voice note that he has of who is actually training these um, terror groups, these jihadist people. So I said to say this, he know they are there, he know where they are, and he have people watching them. So that's also a very tactical move. So even though you have people giving these external forces information, we have people, he well not we, and I say we, I mean he has people in that said cell giving him information. So that's hence the reason why I get to foil this assassination attempt where they try to take him out again. But why are they doing this? Why is there this constant destabilization attempt and assassination attempt on Burkina Faso specifically? Why? Because Ibrahim Traoré has accomplished what no other president had accomplished on the continent in 2 years. Gain control of his resources, all his resources. Now he's no more exporting of gold because they're refining their own gold. He built his own gold refinery. Free education. He revamped the school, opened up hundreds of new of schools that was closed down because of in attacks from jihadis. Now it's open. Built a hospital, built an airport. Just acquire 13 mobile clinics that has everything that a public healthcare system has, and he's going into rural areas. He got agricultural field. He expanding it by giving hundreds of tractors and plowers and feed, fertilizer, water pumps, and etc. So every sector of Burkina Faso, he's upgrading. He's in talks now to start the construction on a nuclear energy plant. So that's also another big move. I'm gonna do a video on that soon. So there's multiple things he's accomplished in 2 years, and the people love him because there had to be a turnover from military rule to civilian rule, and the citizens protest and said, "No, we want Abraham Traoré to be our president for the next 5 years until 2029," and he accepted without doing no campaigning, without doing no speeches about he want to be continue to be the leader. He was put there by his people, and this is what they fear. If presidents like Ibrahim Traoré, who kicked out all the Westerners, dismantle, take out all the bases, all the embassies, and everything is run by the state, 100%. Like just like Niger, who control 98% of the oil that's coming out of the country. 90% they control, and 2% is for um, the civilians. Anyway, my point is they don't want this to be replicated on the continent, because if this do happen, then we will finally realize and understand what Africa holds and what Africa is. Africa is the center of the world when it comes down to finance. Without Africa, most countries' economy collapse, and they have to fight heaven and earth to make sure this does not come to fruition. Because if it does, the Westerners know who have to turn to Africa, where they have to actually beg us for assistance. See all this aid money they are giving and all this assistance with food and all this. This is just a way to cover up and keep the people colonized that Africa need the West when it's quite the opposite. So this is what they are trying to make sure does not happen. Make Burkina Faso, the Sahel countries actually, Niger, Mali, to become a beacon on the continent to make other people realize that, oh, but wait, we don't actually need the West. Cause look at what these three countries accomplished. They have they have they just opened a new bank treasury for themselves. Um, Again, they are in control of all the resources. They don't need the West to he don't accept no loan from the IMF or World Bank or aid money. They don't accept none of that. And they actually try to pay off President Tinini of Niger 300 million US dollars to destabilize the country, and he refuses. So this is what they are fighting against. They don't want Africans to realize their potential, so they have to make sure they get rid of the Sahel country, which is going to be very difficult because these guys are very smart, and the people love them so much that even though they recruit them, they are working for the state, being loyal instead of going against them. So that's some of the big reasons why Ibrahim Traoré is so successful. He's well loved by his people. You will find one or two people here and there that will go against him. That's normal. That's very, very, very minute fraction of any country that will do anything for money. You have a few people like that. They will do anything for money to be rich. Cause they pay the head of the gendarme 30 million pounds, no pounds, euro to assassinate Ibrahim Traoré, and he was caught. So they have been shelling out big money to get rid of Ibrahim Traoré. But what? It's not going to happen because the love these people have for him, and he's a very tactical, very smart leader. And if he doesn't lie, he tells the truth at all times. Whether he makes him look bad or good, he tells the truth. And everyone loves someone who tells the truth at all times, not when it's convenient. So anyway, let me know what you think about this assassination attempt, the attempt to destabilize the country, and a continuous effort because they have training camps again in Ivory Coast and Benin. And he spoke about this, and he said he has proof of who is doing it, who is running these training camps to attack Burkina Faso and Niger and Mali. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As I said earlier, don't know, love, peace, don't know. Boom.